Hello, this is Community Unity Now, the D Tycoon Show. I am Trudy Leong, Administrator of the Rogers Park Chamber of Commerce. My co-host, Bill Morton, President of the Rogers Park Chamber of Commerce, cannot be here with us today. He is nursing an injury. Our very special guests today are from CHICAT, the Chicago Center for Arts and Technology. This is Kristen Wykret. She is the Director of Art at CHICAT. And this is Matt Wilson. He is Director of Technology at CHICAT. Welcome. Welcome.
Glad
Thanks
to be
for
here.
having us, Trudy.
Well, first of all, tell us what the audience and what constituents does CHICAT serve?
CHICAT likes to serve people from underserved areas in the city of Chicago. That means that we're specifically targeting Pilsen, Little Village, and North Lawndale. But if you're someone who's an underserved individual, person of color, etc., and you are finding some of these programs to be something that stands out as your next way to elevate your skill set or your career, CHICAT most likely is going to be the right fit for you.
So what kind of programs are we talking about?
We have some arts and tech programs. I'll let Kristen kick it off with the arts programs.
Sure. So we do everything from drawing to fashion design to 3D modeling and sculpting, and we show kids how to host exhibitions. All of our programs are paid programs. Not all of them, but the high school programs. We also serve middle schoolers and adult programs throughout the arts. And
Then let's say, do you know when CHICAT started? Who was the what set of constituents was the first people served?
We've always served the same target audience, and we've always ran a spread of middle school, high school programs for our opportunity youth that's 16 to 24 as well as adults. I think that the real strength of what we do at CHICAT is provide that spread of arts, tech, vocational. Hard to find a combination like that within the city of Chicago, but even further, we have instructors with degrees in these fields, tons of experience in them, and a well-stocked facility. This is a great facility, and I'm happy that I'm able to contribute to the team here.
And the schools. So at first you were targeting students mainly.
Correct.
So what were the responses of the kids? Usually what we hear is that kids are not that knowledgeable in STEM. Do you inspire them to pursue STEM then as a result?
Of course. What we like to do is have visiting professionals visit our program to talk about what they do in their day-to-day life. So I'm currently trying to line up some game developers I've met at a game show in Logan Square recently. I got to talk to a video camera operator at the Chicago Fire Football Club, who I'm going to try to have visit our after-school matters programs. There's a range of people that can come and enrich what the students are able to get experience with. And that may not be something that mom or dad does at home, but you can come get that here at CHICAT. I know Kristen has her own experience getting people to come talk with the students as well.
we also serve students or emerging artists through the gallery. CHICAT has a gallery, 1701, and we host adults that are emerging artists, and also the students get to exhibit during after every semester. So they'll get the whole experience of being an artist, from drawing to painting to exhibiting, and getting to talk about their art with people that come to see their shows.
So when the students visit, or do the students visit the CHICAT, or does CHICAT go into the schools?
Students come mostly to us. We love to show off our space. So we have an amazing, we have 3 amazing labs, and we're also expanding our space to a fab lab, a creation lab. We have a maker lab and a digital lab. And so we have all the state-of-the-art 21st century technology that we love to share with the students, and they get a bunch of career knowledge that we also host at the end of each course through their exhibitions and in the curriculum and programming.
I heard that a lot of the arts programs were cut from Chicago Public Schools. So when you work with these students, do most of them have any experience at all in art?
Some of them come to us with a little bit of experience, but we meet them where they're at, and so depending on the curriculum, the instructor will make sure that everybody gets the same fair shot.
Mm-hmm. And when the students when they finish the program, are most of them much more knowledgeable in art, and are they eager to set out to be artists? And what do you have from them as a feedback after a program?
Well, we do a lot of creative problem solving. Mm-hmm. So no matter what, they come out with an extra set of skills that will be able to advance them into stable and sustainable careers.
Well, when you talk about creativity, that lends itself to leadership skills. So do you have any leadership classes for the students, or does that evolve naturally as they try to find solutions with creativity?
We do some mentorship. We have summer programs where we invite in teaching artists, and as directors in the arts and technology, we mentor teaching artists or artists into teachers as well, and we have interns in our classes, and so there's kind of a whole order of mentorship that we provide throughout our programming.
Mm. What do the parents think? It seems as if these students are getting the opportunity of a lifetime, especially from underserved communities. What do the parents think?
You want to take this one?
Well, typically feedback from our parents is very receptive and positive towards the spread of programming that we're offering. A specific example is recently there was a mom emailing us about middle school programs for the fall. She was looking for things that incorporated STEM and some creative activities for her student, and then things boiled down to saying, well, why don't you check out some of our 3D modeling and 3D printing programs for middle school, or check out this digital painting program. There's a mix of things that we get people to experience hands-on in person that they may or may not have at home. And that is something that the parents are appreciative of because it takes that lift off of them. Maybe mom or dad cannot provide you with a 3D printer at home. We have it here. Maybe mom or dad cannot give you a laptop at home. We have it here. So we are trying to take our education, make it approachable for beginners, as well as getting them a chance to use equipment that they may not have at school or home. And those two combinations, met with an audience eager for the content, typically leads to a successful semester for us. And at the end of that semester, people will have their artwork in a show in our gallery that's led by our fabulous curator, Edie, and it's a great chance to bring friends and family together to bolster the CHICAT community.
Well, what about math? Oftentimes, when you're working with technology, you need math. And are the students well-versed enough in math, or how do you address their math skills as needed?
Math is always at a different level in any given cohort. A specific example is when I taught a class about programming music in Python. Some people may not be comfortable counting out the beats in a measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, or breaking that into decimals. In that specific scenario, you have to be able to differentiate how you deliver that content. So if someone doesn't like to read about this, sometimes they need a more physical or physically engaging activity to help them figure out this content. So it's not about making sure that every student that walks in can do calculus with their eyes closed in like the blink of an eye. It's about being able to understand how to pivot your content, pivot your curriculum so that this is digestible and usable within the world of the student. And that's why it helps having fantastic instructors. They get in there and they make it work. It's fantastic to witness.
What about the schools? How do you select which schools? There are a lot of schools in these neighborhoods. Do you eventually cover all of them? Are they just CPS schools or what kind of schools?
We try to get into any school in our target area of North Lawndale, Pilsen, Little Village, but we are not opposed to showing up to activity fairs, resource fairs. We have a couple things coming up at the UIC Forum. We're open to going wherever we can meet our target audience. That's really the main gist of getting out there to build that relationship, build that rapport for CHICAT, get that face value behind our name, show up to any kind of event we can. Most of the schools in our target area, those 3 neighborhoods, have students who want our programs. So it's a great fit, works hand in hand.
So do schools, like principals, etc., do they come to CHICAT to ask, can we be part of it?
We definitely had a breakfast recently for stakeholders within our target area. And while, everyone loves a nice breakfast that has some fantastic guests with it, that was a great chance for us to be networked to leaders of schools, nonprofits, churches, and other organizations that are committed towards enriching or uplifting the community here on the near west side. I know I definitely enjoy being at that breakfast. I don't know, Kristen, did you enjoy it? You had fun that stakeholder breakfast?
Yes, the breakfast was great. We got to talk about a lot of community issues that were brought up, and we problem solved, and we got to meet a lot of people in the community that wanted to see action, and we were able to be part of the conversation and try to figure out how to make things happen.
What kind of community issues, and how could CHICAT help with those community issues?
That's a good question.
Matt?
Do you have
one
off the top of
definitely.
your tongue?
So specifically, we are trying to take individuals and introduce them to things that can lead to new careers. We're talking about underserved individuals from low-income areas in the city of Chicago, and maybe their schools did not adequately prepare them for a career that has meaningful employment as well as wages that can lead to a modest level of standard of living. We're meeting people where they're at, getting them exposed to a world that could be their next move, their next career, their next business, really, even with our entrepreneurship class. And we're getting them the preparation, lessons, activities, exercises, and certifications that they need to be able to be employed really anywhere in the country. So when we're talking about issues that are typically found in Black and brown neighborhoods, we're talking about economic opportunity, we're talking about education disparities, so on and so forth. We are bringing in high quality programs with more than well-trained staff to be able to make these programs run and meet the needs that they're at. So a great example is within our HIT program or in our food manufacturing program. Those are vocational programs where they leave with certifications that are recognized across the country.
Food manufacturing, like as in making a product saleable
Correct.
for the market?
So that is when people are trained on how to prepare food items that meet health standards. That you don't want to go through developing 5 million, let's just say, salads or pizzas and then have to get them called back, right? If there's a recall on that, the company loses money. So when we're talking about getting people ready to go out there and do that, they have all the certifications needed to be able to perform efficiently and effectively in any kind of manufacturing scenario that they find themselves in after participating in our programs.
And of course, you're talking about the kids that are about how old they are?
Our students, our middle school students, typically are 11 to 13. High school can run 14 to 17, 14 to 18, depending on when their birthday falls. And then our vocational programs are open to the opportunity youth as well as, adults going forward. It's a real mix, and that range of people served within one building with this kind of facilities, this kind of equipment, this kind of programs led by instructors that are certified in all their fields. It's hard to find that combination, but I'm happy to be a part of the team and make this mission work.
And HIT program, what does HIT stand for?
Health Information Technology. Now, I enjoy anything that has the word technology in it, as one would guess as director of tech programs. But that's not necessarily telling someone that you need to be a tech whiz to get started here either. Some people are coming in with minimal typing experience, not familiar with Excel. Maybe their computer literacy can be improved on. It's about being able to deliver content that can help people overcome those disparities. And because of our fantastic instructing staff, we get the mission done.
And you are talking about the kids over here that are in your program, or is it mostly the adults that enter your program?
Our students typically are going for the programs that involve fashion design, painting, illustration, digital painting, AR projects, etc. And most of our 17, 18 going up, they'll typically aim for most of our vocational programs. There's a mix of interests all over the board, and ultimately, if someone wants to stop by and tour the facilities, see if the programs are the right fit for them, then that's definitely what I would recommend, or checking out our information on our socials. There's a lot of information to take in, but you won't know unless you start to put that first foot out there, take that first step. So definitely be open, or at least my advice to anyone who feels that they're in our target audience, be open to what the possibilities may be. You don't know how these certifications and programs can really change and elevate your life. So as long as you're open, interested, you're going to get the most you can out of CHICAT.
And Gallery 1701, so is that the address of CHICAT?
Yes, 1701 West 13th Street, 608 in Chicago.
Yes.
But we also, I wanted to mention that we give youth opportunities. We know sometimes they have working parents and they need to provide for themselves and their families as well. And so we work with After School Matters to provide programming for teens 14 to 19-ish. And so they're paid opportunities where they learn career-ready skills.
And when they delve into the arts, your young students, what are the themes that they usually center on in their projects?
It can range from anything from 3D animation to, like Matt said, fashion design. We have digital photography. We're doing a Points and Pixels program this semester. We're doing production.
Production as in like filmmaking.
Right. So that's a TV production course, which is one of our up and coming programs. Now, that one I'm really excited for because it's going to give our vocational, our opportunity youth chance to go ahead and get hands-on experience working in film and TV production. But that's just one program. We're also developing a drone academy where people can get their Part 107 license and be certified to operate and run their own drone business. And that could be used in a wide range of applications. But beyond that, we're also investigating music production. We're looking at programming skills in Python and JavaScript, widely hireable skills and languages to know. There's a host of programs being developed right now, and we're just excited to be a part of it and help build the momentum that can elevate CHICAT. The better we function, the more our guests will get out of us.
What about the drone program? Is that usually the kids that are involved, or is it the community members, the adults?
Those typically are the older community members, and that program is specifically for anyone who wants to go out and become certified in using a drone in personal and commercial uses. If someone wants to be able to use it to film concerts like Lollapalooza or Riot Fest, if someone wants to be able to use it in construction sites to survey work sites before they report information back to any of their partners or stakeholders in that project, if someone's looking to use it for film and movies, TV, etc., that's why you need to be able to get this certification to be able to do those things effectively and at a professional level. It's not the same thing as just telling your 6-year-old nephew, like, hey, Timmy, go play with this drone back there. We're actually getting work done and getting people certified to use this in a professional manner. So it's a program that will be well received upon launch. We're just ironing out some of the kinks, and then we'll be able to bring it out to the public, hopefully this coming spring or summer.
Do you know if there are any researchers that are studying what the work that CHICAT does? It seems as if there's a wide field of study to see how the kids actually progress because of CHICAT.
Do you want to talk about some of the data we collect?
We do. I don't know.
Okay, so typically when we run a semester, we will start and end with surveys that collect data on how people feel about the content that they learned. Did they progress? Did a skill develop? Something new may have piqued their interest along the way. And that data helps us inform where the curriculum can be pivoted. You can't run the same curriculum over and over. Things need to evolve. And that user feedback is important to incorporate in how we function behind the scenes. But beyond ourselves, we are in communication with other members, for example, in CLX, or even other schools in the area. And it's definitely fun to get other instructors or principals, as I mentioned before, to come over, see what we do, and we could talk shop about how things go, managing certain classes, certain equipment, course ideas, collaboration ideas. There's room for connecting and growth and everything, and that's really what me and Kristen look out for when we're piloting our departments. We're making sure that we're maintaining a high level of education provided, but we're also giving ourselves a chance to collaborate and grow. And that data gets used really to inform us in how to move forward.
Well, of course, we come from. I come from Rogers Park as a Whitbill, and I'm sure that there are schools in Rogers Park that would be so interested in CHICAT. Is it that there's? Is there any way that they could also participate, or no?
Yeah, we take people from all over Chicago. We focus in on our areas, as we mentioned earlier, but we definitely will not turn people away.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Okay, well, so the arts. When you have those instructors come in, let's say, let's talk about your filmmaking program. Do you what kind of experts do you come? Did you bring in, like the film office, the Illinois Film Office? Anybody that you could think of from the top of your head for filmmaking? Because I think a lot of people are interested in that.
Right. So the TV production program, we were collaborating with a couple of different individuals to come over and launch the program. And we're trying to iron out some of the final details for being able to utilize some of the spaces here at Can TV for a studio to have them film and do the video editing back there. We've definitely talked to a range of individuals about helping to come in to run the course. We're definitely open to anyone who's interested to help discuss this idea. And, quite frankly, the best way to stay in the loop about these things is to frequently check our website or social media. So that's just chicat.org. And then our social media links will be at the bottom. You'll be able to find all kinds of news about what we have going on.
Do you have kids interested in the filmmaking program?
We have kids interested in everything. Yes,
Everything,
yes. It's pretty easy to fill up our classes, and we work with about 15 to 18 kids per class. And
how many classes do you have about?
Currently, we have 4 youth programs for this semester coming up, but we're also piloting some Saturday classes, which we've never done before. And so we're bringing on art workshops to keep the creativity flowing for people, and to learn more of those problem-solving skills, and also for adults and middle schoolers. And we do family workshops and have gallery events if you want to come check us out.
So for the kids, if they're on the weekdays, about what time are your classes? Of course, would it be late afternoon, or because so that
Yeah, they run around 4:30 to 6:30 ish every semester.
And what about summer programs when they're out of school?
Summer programs are all day long.
Oh, okay. And it's and again, it's free to the public.
Yes, everything is free to the public.
When the parents come and the kids come, can they believe that all this opportunity that they're given is free? What do they say?
Some are blown away, but yes, and then some you actually get paid for too. So there's a lot of skills to be learned, and we definitely have some rigorous curriculum, and our teachers are excellent, and they're amazing people that we couldn't do this work without. And so I'm happy to be a part of the team and glad that they are with us as well.
I'm sure that there are a lot of kids that aspire to be artists, and if they want to be interns at CHICAT, where could they go?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Check us out for summers. We usually host our teaching artists. We have full-time teaching artists. We have about 4 right now, and that grows every so now and again. And during the summer, they get interns, and we also grow and have some teaching artist classes. So there's more space in the summer to grow our programs and to grow our mentorship program. And everything kind of evolves from there.
What do the interns do? Kind of like in class they help out, or do they learn? What
We
happens?
have a little bit of both. So we have some assistants that are going to be interns in the class, and they'll get paid a stipend. And then we also have volunteers that can come work with us, and we also have part-time teaching artists that we hire on in addition to our full-time staff for the summers. And we're always growing and evolving, so there's always more to learn and more people to host and to teach. And
You said that there are some family programs. What kind of family programs?
Well, not specifically programs dedicated to entire groups of families at once. We just serve a wide range of ages, middle school, all the way through adults. That means that mom can be in a vocational program while her daughter or son is inside of a middle school program.
And that happens. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely happens every now and then, but it's really about people coming in with an open mind and trying to see which program is best for them. You know, we have a wide range of equipment and activities for people, so definitely stay in the loop by checking out the website at CHICAT.org, and you'll be able to know when the right program for you is available.
And
we'll also have an end of the semester program, and so we'll have a Winter Arts and Tech Fest where, and at the end of the summer and every semester, and so there's always places for the community to come get involved with us and have a little bit of fun.
so the winner is usually like an adult, or are these? Where are we talking about students as well?
They're for the youth and the adults. So the adults will have graduations and the youth will have exhibitions, and a little bit of both, and the adults have exhibitions as well.
Okay, Kristen Wykret
Yes.
and Matt Wilson, thank you so much for joining us on Community Unity Now, the D Tycoon Show. We are so glad that we spoke about Chicago Center for Arts and Technology, CHICAT. Thank you so much for watching. And from Bill Morton, President of the Rogers Park Chamber of Commerce, and me, Trudy Leong, Administrator of the Rogers Park Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week.